Today I'm here to tell you the story of the three bears. And it's not just the story of the three bears, it's the story of Goldilocks and the three bears. So you might wonder where three bears would live. Well, in this story, the three bears have a beautiful little house in the forest. This is their house. The three bears are Papa Bear and Mama Bear and Baby Bear. And they all lived happily together in their little house in the forest. You might wonder what their house looks like inside. Well, let me show you. Inside their house, the bears had a kitchen. In the kitchen was where they ate all their meals. They had a spot for Mama Bear, a spot for Papa Bear, and even a spot for Baby Bear. See, Baby Bear was kind of short, so he couldn't just stand to eat his meal. So he had a step stool, and he stood on that. And every day they would eat their meals at their special spots in their kitchen. The bears also had a very nice living room in their house. In their living room, Baby Bear had a very special rocking chair that he sat on. Papa Bear preferred something a little more firm, so he sat on a rock. And Mama Bear, well, she loved the soft things, so she sat on a pile of soft loveliness. And they all loved their chairs the best. They also had a bedroom in their house. And when it came time for bed, they each liked something a little different. Papa Bear loved his big bed where he could roll around and be happy. Mama Bear, well, you know Mama Bear. She likes the soft things and the fancy things. There was nothing better for her than the fancy bed that she had. And Baby Bear, well, his bed was just perfect for him. He loved his dinosaur sheets, and he loved every night to tuck in right next to Mama Bear. So each of the bears had their own very special bed in their bedroom. Just like every day, it was breakfast time at the bears' house. Mama said, "Come and eat, it's breakfast time," and she went to her spot. Papa Bear said, "Oh, good, I'm excited, I love breakfast," and he went to his spot. And then in came Baby Bear, "Whoa, I'm so excited, I love my spot," and he jumped up and got ready to eat. Well, there was one problem, and the problem was the food was too hot. "Ouch," said Baby Bear. "Ouch," said Papa Bear. "Ouch," said Mama Bear. "Okay, well, let's let our porridge cool off. And let's go for a walk." That sounded like a great idea. So they all got together and they all went off for a walk in the forest. The bears had shut and locked their door before they left on their walk. But to their house in the woods, there came a little girl. Her name was Goldilocks. Goldilocks went to the bear's door and knock, knock, knocked. There was no answer. And guess what? The door was locked, so she couldn't even get in. So Goldilocks climbed right in a window and went inside the bear's house, even though the bears weren't there. Once Goldilocks was inside the bear's house, she saw that there was breakfast on the table. Now, most little girls would mind their manners, and they would just say, "That's someone else's breakfast." But Goldilocks, she wasn't like every other little girl. She decided to take a taste of the porridge. First, she tried Papa Bear's porridge. "Oh, too hot," she said. Then she tried Mama Bear's porridge. "Oh, too cold," she said. Then she tried Baby Bear's porridge. "Whoop, just right," she said. "Nom, nom, 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 nom." That little girl ate up all the porridge in Baby Bear's bowl. Goldilocks didn't stop there. The next place she went was to the bear's living room. When she got into the bear's living room, she tried sitting on Papa Bear's chair. "Too hard," she said. She tried sitting on Mama Bear's chair. "Wow! Too soft," she said. Then she tried sitting on Baby Bear's chair. And she loved it. "It's perfect," she said. And she broke the chair into pieces. That was so sad. Little girl, Goldilocks, she didn't leave the house. She just kept going. The next thing Goldilocks did was to go into the bear's bedroom. First, she lay down on Papa Bear's bed. "Oh, too big," she said. She didn't like rolling over in a bed. Then she went into Mama Bear's bed. "Whew, too fancy," she said. And then she went into Baby Bear's bed. "Just right," she said, and she fell asleep. It wasn't long before the three bears came home from their walk. When they got to their house, they were surprised to see that their window was open. "Oh well," said Mama Bear, "I must have left the window open." So they all went inside the house and got ready to eat their breakfast. "It should be cool now," said Mama Bear, and she sat down by her bowl and she said, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Papa Bear looked at his. "Someone's been eating my porridge," he said. And then came Baby Bear, and he looked at his porridge and he said, "Someone's been eating my porridge, and it's all gone." Oh no! They went straight into their living room to see what they could see. Papa Bear looked at his rock. "Someone's been sitting on my chair," he said. Mama Bear looked at her comfortable chair. "Someone's been sitting on my chair," she said. And Baby Bear looked at his chair. "Oh no, someone's been sitting on my chair, and they broke it to pieces." As you can imagine, by this time the bears were quite concerned. They quickly and quietly went upstairs to their bedroom, and here's what they saw. Papa Bear looked at his bed. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," he said. Mama Bear looked at her bed. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," she said. And then Baby Bear looked at his bed, and he said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and there she is." "Ah!" said the bears, and "Ah!" said Goldilocks, and she ran away, jumped out the upstairs window onto the porch roof, and ran down to the forest as fast as she could go. And Goldilocks did not come back to the bears' house ever again. The bears were very surprised by this. They said, "Come back, little girl, we could be friends." But they never saw her again. Now, sometimes when I tell the story of Goldilocks and the three bears, I have them all become friends at the end. Sometimes when I tell the story of Goldilocks and the three bears, the bears chase her through the woods and tell her, "Don't come back if you're going to be rude and break our things." And sometimes I just make it up as I go along, and Goldilocks does nice things in their house. Maybe she cleans for them and does other things. You could tell this story a lot of different ways, but I sure had fun telling it today for you. If you look in the description of this video, you will see books that tell this story too, and they will tell it in different ways as well. Thanks for listening.